What up, y'all? It's me, DJ LV from the Bay Sesh. I have a special treat for you today. I'm out here in northern New Mexico on this beautiful farm, HDH Farms, with the head honcho of HDH Farms, Dillon. Dillon is from northern New Mexico, but he spent a bunch of time out in Willits, so it's from NorCal to northern New Mexico. It's got this beautiful farm. You can see already right away that he's got co-planting going on with these marigolds. And we are in harvest season. It's it's September 27th. You said the growing season is a little shorter here, right?
It is, yeah. We're at about 5,500 feet right here, so our first freeze comes like the first week of October.
Okay.
So we try to have everything out of the field by the first week of October, try to run some earlier varieties if possible. And
how many varieties you got going?
We got 26 different varieties out
Wow, that's ambitious.
It is.
Have you, what are your queens of the garden strains, and what are some new ones that you're excited about?
I've been doing this Forbidden Fruit and Slap and Tickle for the past 2 seasons, and that seems to be a fan favorite. And then this year we're doing a Drip Queen that is really nice. It's strawberries and cream times Texas tea. It just smells like week-old strawberries, but in a very good way.
And how many total grow seasons, for context, do you have in? And I do want to say you're growing living soil, now KNF this year.
Yep.
Amazing. So you have big root soil in here.
All big roots on the whole property.
Shout out to Patrick. He came out here and delivered that soil out here. I've been telling Pops, shout out to the cameraman. That's my favorite personal soil. If you want to just go get a bag of soil, it's the one. I mean, I've had such great results with it. So how many seasons, you'd say, in your lifetime have you grown?
I've been doing cannabis since 2006.
2006, so almost 20 years?
Yep.
And every season?
Every season.
That's amazing. So you've got a lot of seasons under your belt, and Northern California and Northern New Mexico. So have you found some strains that grew better over in Northern California or worse, but ended up growing better over here, or vice versa?
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, in NorCal, I've always done like seeds. Mm-hmm. Seeds are way more vigorous. They're going to give you a bigger yield. But here in New Mexico, I lean towards clones. Everything's going to kind of be way more uniform. It's all going to finish at the same time. We have a shorter season here, so a huge plant isn't really necessary. You don't have the longer hours in the day like we do in NorCal. Our days are a little bit shorter here. We're surrounded by mountains. We're in the Rockies, so we lose sun, around 6 o'clock. So some varieties definitely do better here. Like here, we're not running any sours.
No sativas, because you can't do the long. See, that foils my theory about the high desert climate and sativas. Because you're right. Because if it's a shorter season, that's it.
Yep.
But maybe hybrids, it might pull out some of those characteristics. Because of course, most everything's a hybrid, anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, any notable strains that you were like, oh, different here?
I'd say, it's dry desert here. Mm-hmm. So things grow really good here as long as you have a lot of water.
Mm-hmm. And is that a challenge?
Water is a challenge in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What are and you're legal, you're legit, so you got a lot of challenges, new kinds of challenges as legal legit. And what are some of the challenges you're facing as a legal New Mexico regulated grower?
Well, water is a big issue here in New Mexico.
With the law.
The water law is huge. We have irrigation rights. So whenever you have irrigation rights, they'll let you use it for pretty much anything except for cannabis. When you try to switch it to cannabis, sometimes you lose some of your water rights. So that's a challenge. There's not a lot of advocates standing up for cannabis growers using New Mexico's irrigation water. So that's very difficult. That's probably the main thing, the main hurdle.
And you did. You said you're doing a fresh frozen harvest right now, right?
Yep. We're taking down a lot of varieties for fresh frozen.
What varieties are you taking down?
So we just did the Drip Queen. We put up some Forbidden Fruits and GG4 today.
Ooh, GG4. And the camera guy, I know he loves that Forbidden Fruit. I had some Forbidden Fruit I grew one year. Don't get me started on tangies, but shout out to Davy Crockett on that one. Crockett Family Farms for the Tangy, the mother of many good strains indeed.
I did the sour Tangy for a long
Sour
time.
Tangy, so big. And so anyways, sidetracking on Tangy, but the Flash Frozen Harvest you're doing is coming from living soil, organic.
Yep. We did no spray at all this year.
No
so we
spray.
haven't sprayed like any biologicals whatsoever, no BT. We've done...
Do you have caterpillars here?
We do, yeah. So we have like the codling worm and the alfalfa cutworm. What we've done is we've done ferments with our marigolds this year. And opposed to spraying the plants, we've been spraying in between our rows. And then we also run solar bug zappers on a perimeter of the garden here. And with the...
How's that working out?
It works well.
Nice. And you get your clean flower at the end.
Super clean, yeah.
Super clean organic.
Awesome for extraction.
And you're going above and beyond to grow organic and natural. I think that's, it's an important thing for people, like consumers, to be educated about, is like that is an above and beyond measure for cleanliness to choose not to do spray. The easier route is to spray.
Yep.
But it does decrease some of the most wonderful qualities that we enjoy about cannabis, like terpiness and that terpiness is what we're looking for. Terpiness, potency,
We do a lot of companion planting too, so we'll like plant barrage and these marigolds, and we have clover and do a lot of stinging nettle in these living beds. This year we did about an acre of different vegetables specifically for our ferments to feed the cannabis.
Yeah, you told me vegetables, and I hadn't heard of people doing vegetables. I've heard of, I'm not the know-it-all, but fruit. So vegetables
Fruits are good
is
too.
interesting.
So we did a lot of turnips this year. Turnips was like our main source for calcium and magnesium. We did squash. That's also a very good sugar source. Stinging nettles and comfrey. That's what we've pretty much used for our bloom food throughout the season. We also do 2 acres of alfalfa out here that we mulch all of our beds in.
Nice. And again, what are some of your strains that you're cutting down this year of your 27 that you're like super stoked about?
We have a lot of Dante's Inferno crosses. So I'm stoked for all the Dante's Inferno crosses. We have like a Dante's Greasy Fruit, Dante's Trop Cherry.
And are those for the hash runs or for the flower runs?
Both. It's a dural purpose plant,
nice,
so it's like
nice.
all very high testers, great bag appeal, and just powerhouses for terpenes on the solventless extraction as well. So
Awesome.
stoked on all of them.
Thank you so much for sharing with me and you. All full term, full sun?
Yep.
All right. Full term, full sun. One plant, one season. Here, come over here. I'll give you a close up of one of these donks.
Fill this one.
Which one? Oh, look at that one. We had rain on our plants today too. I was shaking trees all day long.
Sometimes
Do you mind if
we'll
I
come
do
out
you
with,
mind
like,
if I do a little
glow.
stem grab? Oh, I don't want to bend anything, but you can look right here. Ooh. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Dillon. Where can people find you? Oh, wait. Thank you, cameraman, for that amazing shot of the farm. Look at this. Look, he's got how many plants you got out here?
We got 200 out here.
200. Really nice, healthy ones. Look at all this color. I am stoked for you. And where can people follow you? Where can people find your flowers when they're ready to buy them?
I'm HDH Farms LLC on Instagram. And tell your favorite dispensary here in New Mexico to give us a call if they're not already carrying our flower.
And shout out to Saba on that art wall back there. Saba Wear. It's all in the
Pots. If I wouldn't have started feeding them synthetics, these plants would have died just because they were so used to that regiment.
Okay, I thought you meant. I was like, damn, dude, they all did really well. If that's
No,
the
these
case.
are all living
The
beds,
ones
dude.
on the end here.
Okay, that makes
Four.
more sense.
These beds, I took my excavator and I dug down like 2.5 feet and 2 feet wide, so it's not just the bed here.
Right.
There's a whole bed down below it, and then we took a weed barrier and put the weed barrier down. We still get the cottonwood trees, weeds still get in there and shit, or the roots still get in there and whatnot. But these fucking beds do so good. Like last year, I think I did like 57.
So you got about 2 foot bucket. Just a different property to start
Yep.
no gravel.
Nope. We're all sand out here. This is nothing but gravel, you know?
Sand and gravel.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, this is all.
Oh, look at the view. Yet another variation. Really beautiful.
What up, DJ LV? I'm up here in northern New Mexico at HDH Farms, and I'm here with Isaac from ZLABS, who makes hash.
Make some hash and showing off some of the rosin that we made with the material from Dillon's farm. Great looking hash from that, all solventless.
Let me smell it.
Yes. The
Fire.
dulce de uva.
Yeah, dulce de uva. What
Dulce
kind
de
of
uva.
what's that cross?
So it's gonna be
Dulce de leche.
no, I think
tres
this one's OG Kush and Grape Pie.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that makes great rosin.
Yeah.
And have you been making a lot of rosin from a lot of the farms here?
Yeah.
Processing?
So for about 3 years, we've been manufacturing, and we've kind of narrowed down to just working with select grows that are growing like really good quality.
Right.
And that's with Dillon, good living soil.
Right,
good
I think you're the
practices.
one. You might have mentioned that was this maybe your first living soil processing?
When we first
of
started
this?
working with Dillon.
Yeah.
A year ago, that was like our first living soils run.
And did you notice a difference between that and like the indoors or the salt grows?
Big time between so I've worked with indoor living soil since then, and like anything indoor, outdoor, greenhouse living soil is a big noticeable difference between salt grown with like any kind of nutrients like that.
When it comes to that.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Right.
You could smell it very prominently. If they don't flush right with like certain kind of salt mixes, you can smell those salts in your wax, and you're gonna taste it too. But
Yeah, and he's not spraying on anything too, and is that an added benefit for?
big time. Yeah, the flavor is going to show the most. You're not going to have any other added chemicals into that plant. So when it's just the natural plant grown in a natural element, you're going to get the full flavor profile and the medicinal effects with it.
All right, and
Yeah.
so who of all the farms that you've pressed for, top three?
Top three. Okay, so HDH, Living Soil, of course. Choke Cherry, bringing some really good stuff from Farmington. He's a small micro grow, indoor living soil. So definitely those two. And then top three, I'd say Alto would probably be top three. We won first place Hash and Headies with Super Booth.
Nice.
That we-
Everyone
that we
loves the
watched
super
with them.
boot. Last year
Yeah.
was like the super. I was
Right.
like walked into at the ego clash. I'm like super.
Super Booth in the base, yeah. We brought some of that too, just
Oh, yeah?
to show some of the Super Booth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Super boof.
Yeah.
Smells good.
Yeah, so it's
Amazing.
fun. We
You
love
feel like
what
you
we
guys
do.
are just getting started here?
So for 3 years being in it to where we're at, we feel like we're getting started to. We're comfortable where we're at, but we're also happy to expand and bring on new products. So we're looking at expanding on
Do
new.
you feel that rosin's pretty popular in the consumer base out here?
Yeah,
Yeah?
big time. Compared to other states,
Yeah?
I mean, I see hash and rosin blowing up out here like extremely fast
Yeah.
compared to other markets when they like. I've been to Arizona recently, and like the hash game out there is like night and day compared to out here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty heady people, pretty Wookiee community.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
the Wook crowd is sort of the leaders in the hash culture, rosin, heady. I mean, they're
Yeah.
leaders in everything heady. So yeah, I mean,
You see a lot of that like
a lot of
natural.
Wooks out here. Not as
Yeah.
many Wooks in Arizona.
Definitely not.
High Wook population in New Mexico before the market came around.
Yeah, you're gonna see it's gonna be a little slower pace out here. So
Yeah.
people like to partake in something that they're gonna enjoy more, as opposed to being in a fast-paced environment where they just want to take some quick gummies or hit up that vape pen. On
And
the
you
way to
feel like
work.
the customer base is actually really knowing about good, high quality rosin, and it's moving, and they're not. It's there's a demand. That's
exactly.
amazing. That's
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, and the demand's growing, and it's all education is key in rosin. Because there's so many forms of wax out there, and that's what people know it as is wax. They don't know it as rosin
Right.
or live resin or live rosin. They don't know any of those terms yet, and education is key.
Are you doing any of that education?
Yeah, we're
Really?
doing our best
Oh,
as
yeah?
best as we can
Where?
through
Like
social.
on your social media?
Yeah. We've lately social media has been a little rough. We lost our main account like a few months ago.
So what's your new account so people can follow you?
ZLABSNM. Yeah,
ZLABS.
ZLABSNM. Yeah, ZLABSNM. That's
One
our
Z.
yeah.
One Z at the beginning. ZLABSNM.
Yep. And
On
we're-
Insta?
On Insta. Yeah, we've been trying to build that back up. No, but if you search Z Labs on YouTube, there's an educational video that Stonehead he's a reviewer, put out with us, and he came into our lab and did a whole tour of our lab on YouTube. So there's that.
Awesome.
There's a couple podcasts out there. On the farm table, we're on there. So Farmers Quality Extracts does a farm table podcast, and we're on that. We have 2 episodes on there.
Sick.
So
Thank you so much for giving me some time here.
Of course, yeah, and anything that we miss, you'll definitely get filled in on some of those. But
All right,
yeah,
sure.
we always welcome everyone to ask us questions, and we like to show off what we do. We want to show off our process and show the lab off and everything like that. So
Sick.
yeah, we're always happy to do it.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Video.
We got this Lost Art. That's you?
Yep, Lost
Art of Hash.
Yep.
Hash.
Yep.
Hash joint. Oh, that looks like some really nice ice hash, but like sandy, super blonde wrap rolled around the flower. Oh my goodness.
Stacked on it.
3 nights so far.
They are so dark.
This is just like a native fescue.
Wow, it's so pretty. Look at those leaves, they're so thin. Is this a diva?
It's not, no. It's a hybrid.
Well,
Everything's a fucking hybrid.
yeah, I mean,
Really got a sublime